Hey, it's Boots.
And it's Coco.
Wow, hey Coco.
Hello, how you doing?
It's just another day.
Another day, say hey.
Let's wake it up.
Period.
I just have to really get started with the hunting wives. It's not the hunting wives, it's the hunting wives.
And period.
Cannot stop thinking about this show. It kept me up all night.
No, and it's one of those shows that like when it started to like, oh, what is going on? And then it just takes a turn.
And a turn, and a turn, and a twist, and a
And it
turn.
kind of gives you like that window into what you think these people's lives are like in these types of places.
Like Southern Texas.
Like Texas, period, baby.
The color is red.
The color is some.
Well, it's
And it's also a bit of smoke and mirrors, if you know what I mean.
Who doesn't love a smoke and mirror?
I do.
I mean, it's starring Malin Ackerman and Brittany Snow, and it's giving soft porn. It's
really
giving,
is.
Love
BTSM.
what did you say? LGBTQ?
Yes, IT plus double CIT, baby.
Love a lesbian romance. I have to say, it's just hot, It's like ladies loving ladies, and what a pleasure. I was going back and forth of like, would my mom love this show?
I love how you texted her initially. You're like, you should watch this. And as we're watching, you're like, I don't know if she wants to watch this.
There's a lot of did you say BDSM? Is that what you said?
Something.
My gosh. That's everything.
You remember the part with the husband and the toys?
I do.
Talk about smoke and mirrors, and then he shows up
open
at the sheriff. He was sheriffing after he just got sheriffed.
Well, I mean,
This is definitely not a clean episode.
It was a shocking season, a shocking show, and it left you wanting more. And that's what entertainment
till the end.
That's what entertainment's all about. I mean, I could not have predicted the end, and like you said, the twist that turns a twist, and it was so cute this morning because I was at Phil's Coffee, and the barista just had this like really beautiful like Southern Texan accent, and I had to ask her like, "Hey, have you seen the Huntin Wives?" And she was like, "No, what is that?" I said, "Well, it's an amazing show on Netflix." And she's like, "Why? Why do you ask?" I'm like, "You honestly sound like you could be on the show." She was like, "What?"
And she let out the biggest laugh I think I've ever heard. I don't know. I was like, was she uncomfortable, or was she just really just like, wow, thank you?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's like, take the compliment. Do you think it was too much for me to?
No, you just always wonder, like, we're in Hollywood, and you always wonder, like, people here, I feel like a lot of people come here to, like, become famous, and you're at these coffee shops or restaurants, and you're like, I wonder why she's here, Like,
Right.
is she pursuing acting? Is she a comedy person? Is she a stylist? Is she a hairdresser? Who is she? Because the way that she laughed, I was like, "You trying to be seen, baby?"
I
was like, "Did you turn up that accent?"
The giggles was giggling.
They were giggled on.
And I think that's the best thing about social media entertainment. It's such a fast turns at such a fast pace that it's like you got to have fun with it. And creatives are creating, and
Nonstop.
everyone is living for the moment. And I love to just kind of point those things out, because if you're reminding me of something I'm fascinated about, then it's like I have to tell you. And like you said, it made her giggle, and she had a big smile on her face, and she could be on the show. It's like, I wish I had that accent. I mean, I would love to be on the show, Huntin' Wives, but
I love a good Southern accent. I spent a lot of time in Texas specifically.
You have?
Yeah, and I just remember, like, it is exactly well, back then, I can't speak for it now, but it is a whole thing. You know how, like, they'll say, "Oh, California is a whole thing?" I think that we have to realize they are a whole ass thing.
It's a big deal over there. I
Uh-huh,
mean, the Texans are Texas.
and I feel like they either love you or they don't.
You think so?
Oh, hell yeah, because when I was there, they loved me or they didn't. But I
Yeah.
think that even when they didn't, they still did.
I do remember myself having some pretty good times out there. It's a whole scene, and
What's one memory you have from your time in Texas?
I'm gonna think, I don't know, I love a Texas cowboy. I love a top pair of jeans. I love a cowboy boot.
Mm,
And, I love to
solid.
be twirled around that dance floor. So
Yes.
many moments have been had.
Girl, I've been to a many hoedowns.
Oh, wow.
Ah,
You went there.
no.
Well,
I mean, you left it
the
open
past is the past.
to
And no, but I know honestly one of my memories of Texas is there's a lot of different ones because my father happens to be from Texas, El Paso specifically, and so as a child, I grew up visiting family in El Paso and crossing the border and going to Juarez, Mexico, and that's where my dad was born. So I have a ton of family in El Paso, Texas, and that is a big part of my childhood. So the Mexican food there, the Mexican cowboys there, and that whole culture in El Paso, it was pretty pretty amazing, as a kid.
yeah.
More as an adult, I yes, as a gay man, exploring the Wild West, then I went to other cities, and that was a whole another fun time, in a different time bracket, right? But
Mm.
I don't know, I mean, I remember Tex-Mex food,
Oh
which
my god,
that's, like, always
so
I heard people
good.
talk about Tex-Mex, and, like, it's pretty, pretty tasty.
I mean, it's the queso for me.
The
Yes,
queso.
sweetie, like, if you queso is the queso, Hunty.
I remember the food being, I don't know, maybe a little more saucy than
Did you say salty?
I said saucy. Yeah, and the food, I mean, what I remember of going to the bars is that in Texas, they dress your drink for you. So
Very cute.
anything that you're getting, whether it's a beer, a cocktail, it comes dressed, and if you don't know
Mhm.
what that means, it's, like, cutely adorned with, like, I don't know, is it like a salty rim or like
Yeah, or to be like,
has a little napkin wrapped around it, or
or
it's
even
just the it has this presentation.
yeah, or like even just like with a beer that has like, I don't know, like some like a celery or like, you know,
Yeah,
a piece of
it's
bacon,
them
literally the
drinks
craziest thing.
are dressed, and that is not anything that I see here in California or anywhere else I've been, to be
Definitely
honest.
not here in LA because we were trying to do less.
I
I'm
mean,
all, "Where's the green juice?"
I
Just
love
kidding.
but
I'd really
what are
rather
your
just do the green
Texas
juice.
memories?
Mine?
Yeah,
Oh my god, so many. But I will start with my absolute and this is one of those things, like, I am a foodista, right? I love all food. But as I've gotten older, I'm very, particular. Like, I want to eat food that is so good. Like, when I eat it, like, I feel good. It tastes good. Like, it takes you on a journey. But when I used to go to Texas, I would lose like 10 pounds just to go because I knew I was going to gain a ton of weight eating the food. Mainly because my favorite restaurant, and if you have been to Texas, if you live there, you will understand not everyone knows this because when I do say this, if you're from Texas, you know what this is. Luby's. Have you heard of
Lubies.
it?
Labubu's?
Lubies. So,
Lubies.
she is serving cafeteria. She is serving, like, literally everything from mashed potatoes to, macaroni and cheese to brisket to fried chicken to 3 different kinds of biscuits.
Wait, I'm confused. So you're saying
It's
Luby's is a
it's a
cafeteria
cafeteria, yeah.
that
It
you
is
love?
kind of like oh, like, I don't know if I would love it now, but when I used to go, like, that would be my first stop.
Wow, sometimes you just find things out about people that could be a little
Oh, and I
throw
just
me to the left, like, that does not sound like anything you would even like.
oh, not now, but I would give it a try again. I would like to take you
Lubu's.
there. Lubies.
Luby's.
She's giving a little bit of something.
Well, we're
Lubies.
gonna have to look into that. Do you think they're still around?
Yeah, I'm gonna look. Lubies.
Luby's. Well, I've never really been a fan of cafeteria
Me either.
environments,
Remember we
but
just went to, like, a cafeteria situation?
it's called like a food market, not a food court, a marketplace of
Okay,
food.
it's like a glorified, what's that called? Glorified cafeteria. Like, it's not glamorous.
No.
Like, the thing about because I even when you have people visiting here in LA and they're like, "Let's go to Grand Central Market," and I'm just like, "Really?"
I have
I
only been there a couple times. I know what
It's
you're
cute.
saying.
It's
Can
cute.
get something cute there for sure, something tasty, a dessert, a little lunch, but I don't know. It's like I don't know. I
It's
mean,
too many
it's
choices.
a different vibe than just, hitting up a beautiful restaurant. But circling back to
And I'm not it's
me
not giving bougie,
quoting
it's
the
just like,
line,
we're specific. Sorry, what are you circling
well, when
back
I
to?
quoted ladies loving ladies, that is where I
Look,
first saw Malin Akerman from Huntin Wives, and she was on the show um, with Lisa Kudrow, The Comeback.
oh my god, I love the
And The Comeback
comeback.
with Lisa is one of my favorite shows, the most funniest shows, and
I have to watch that again.
Lisa is hilarious, and that's where I saw Malin, and um, you gotta watch it if you haven't. It's a classic.
And I also love the wigs that they decided for her.
For Lisa Kudrow?
No, for
Oh, for Malin.
yes. 'Cause it starts off and she kinda has, like, a fluesta kind of, wig, which is like, she's a good time girl. And then she
A good
becomes
time, girl.
I got that epically from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Heather.
Oh my god.
Hey, Heather. But, yeah, so she started with the Good Time Girl wig, and then it was a little
Mhm.
darker with, like, a little bit of, like, balayage, and then she was becoming the, first woman of Texas, so she had to, like, up her game.
Yes, she was
And
on
then
her way
what
to
would
becoming
you
his
call
wife.
that?
Her
Like, that ombre situation. Is that what you call that? Like, a
it was
ombrage?
ombrage,
Ombragetta?
ombrage.
Mhm.
It was a chocolate, like, swirly fountain, cascading.
Yeah, it
It
wasn't
was gorgeous.
giving.
I, just love her in this role, and she's
Yeah,
really blooming. She's really, like, found, something that just, like, is
she's
just
good.
popping off for her, so
It's giving tea is the
my
beans.
gosh, this Texas,
So I gotta
conversation.
circle back because
It's two-stepping.
I still
We
haven't even told
two-stepping.
you, like, a story from,
Take 2
Texas,
steps
but I
forward
did
and
find
2
Luby's.
steps
See, look, this
back.
is what it looks like.
Oh my god, it's real.
It's
It's
like
real, y'all.
yeah, it's like so this is what it says. There's, uh, black eyed peas, fried chicken, Angus chopped steak, blackened chicken, Luby's Texas ribeye. I'm so sorry. When I read things like this, I have to speak in an accent because
Yeah, I'm hearing it.
I had to. But I know these pictures aren't giving. They really are. They're
Yeah,
giving
I'm getting a
hospital
small
food.
case of heartburn
They're
just
giving
hearing
hospital
it
food.
as it enters my ears.
I said Luby's needs to redo their website on this combo plate. All
This
right.
is wild.
Yeah,
You guys could see this.
so that's Rob. I'll put that up on Instagram so that everyone can get a visual. You know what I mean?
Well, Luby's, you still there.
So if we do go there, they do catering. So, but I think that my one of my most fondest memories of Texas was literally like okay, it's a weird story because we were at this thing called Bunny's, but on the bayou, which
I've
is
heard you talk about this for a little
forever.
bit.
And back in the day, you used to like pay like one fee, and then it was pretty much like a free for all for like anything you wanted to drink because every alcohol brand was there and had a booth and was giving you shots, right? But the really cool part about it is this if you haven't been to Texas, it's very tropical like the weather, where all of a sudden it's like beautiful and sunny, and then all of a sudden it is like the craziest rainstorm where it's like it just like a wall of water, right? So then everyone is hiding under this one dance tent. And I
Oh my
remember like
god.
just being like, wow, this is so beautiful. And then moments later, I wasn't in the spot where the tent broke in the middle, but then the tent broke in the middle and everyone got wet.
Oh,
And I don't know,
wow.
I just thought it was so like I don't know, and then, like, 20 minutes later, it was sunny and beautiful, and it was just like, the queens were queening, the gays were gaying, we
She's
were
giving
just
rainbows
yeah,
at
she
the
was
end.
and then we were all chasing because you go from place to place to try to find Bunny or what's her name? Miss
Is
Bunny?
Lady Bunny,
Lady
the
Bunny,
one and only
and I would
icon,
chase the bunny.
legendary Miss Bunny.
Oh my god, she's too legendary.
Was
She
it you bunny hopping all over the bayou?
yeah.
She's cute.
It was a
I'm picturing it. I don't see myself being there,
oh,
but I'm
no,
picturing
it's
picturing it all,
definitely
and it does sound like a good time.
definitely was an era that I don't
Right.
we I have friends that still do it, and I just when it comes up, I'm like, "No, Texas is just not for me right now."
I mean, you have friends that still share hotel rooms.
Oh my gosh,
I
the tea is
mean,
the beans,
the
baby.
tea is the
Wow, you just
beans.
went into that gutter
I
drag.
mean, when it's
He
hot,
went to
it's
that
hot.
gutter drag.
We all are at a certain place,
Yeah, and
and
I'm not
at
sharing a
this point
room.
in life, uh,
Okay,
well, I
don't talk
mean,
shit and don't
I
finish
am
it.
not I'm not in that bunk bed,
Oh,
mentality,
I know.
and yeah, I mean,
I'm
I
sorry,
need a bathroom.
I'm a
I
lady.
need
I don't share a bathroom only with you and occasionally Matthew.
for real. I can barely share it with Matthew because he
Oh
be
my
tearing it
god.
up.
I'm just like, "What did you do?" Like, "Sit down and pee." Jesus Christ. Okay. Well,
I mean, yeah,
don't bring
not to get
Matthew
agey,
into
but I'm at a
this.
certain age. I just need space. I need accommodations,
Say that again.
and
Accommodations, darling.
accommodations,
Accommodation.
and
Uh,
yeah,
I love
sharing a room with like your buddies. It's very like
Circa what?
it's very.
But I love that for y'all.
I love it for y'all.
Live. Live la vida loquita. So yeah, I think that the today's chapter of Texas is coming to an end.
Is it?
Yes, I do think that y'all need to put Hut Wives on your list.
Yes,
And you know what? It's so crazy. Like,
and the comeback.
and the comeback. And I think that she's doing another season of the comeback.
No, I'm gonna die. Are you
No,
serious?
because we saw something recently. Again, I'll have to fact check that. But I think I saw something like that, which would
Well,
be
I'm
very
here for it
exciting
all,
because I
so
love
I
Miss
would just
Lisa Kudrow,
be
baby.
glued to the TV for that.
Yeah, right?
My god, it's been like summer movie season. I mean, the movies are just coming out, and I'm here to see
Yeah,
them all. Like,
gag
my
worthy.
next movie is going to
What
be,
is it?
wait, it's that new, with Liam Neeson,
What's the Oh, what is it called? Pamela's in it.
Pam Anderson's in it.
Top Gun, no, Gun Wars. What is it
Oh,
called?
god. You know what we're talking about.
I know, but I can't. You know, my memory is like not it.
Right.
But when you go to the Grove, he's everywhere. He's on the when you pull up to get into the parking garage, he's in the splits on the
It's the
thing.
cutest thing. It's the reboot of The Naked Gun,
Oh my god, so cute.
and it looks hilarious. So I'm gonna see that,
You
and
know, I
then
think it's doing well because I looked even today and tomorrow, and they're pretty much sold out.
I can see why. I mean,
Yeah,
everyone
it's
needs a good comedy.
especially right now where it's the world is in cahoots.
You either need a good comedy or you need like
Exorcism.
an exorcism or like a movie on codependency. Like
Oh shit, you went
together, the movie
there.
Together.
Oh my gosh. That
My
one I
eyes
just had
almost burst out of
open.
my head.
I that movie. I just want to start off with we saw the previews and it was giving that something like that was going to happen, but I had no idea they were going to go to such extremes.
Horror film these days are leveling up,
Yeah, they're not
and
leaving anything to
no
be
crumbs
wondered.
left behind, no popcorn left. It is just a level up, and I don't know, from like the substance to like um to get this movie
Together.
together. I mean, with Dave Franco and Allison Brie, and to find out they're an
They're
actual
together.
couple in real life. Like, what?
And I wonder if I think if they had anything to do with like I don't know. I mean, obviously they picked them for a reason, you know?
Yeah, I don't know the whole story behind the story
Because
together.
they're a little their chemistry was a little it felt very real. Like, beyond, like, being actors, I was like, "Y'all are really giving."
They
Well, y'all have been here.
It's quite the story, and please go see it. Go with your partner, and,
It's a free therapy session. Well, not
it's
free,
gonna
but
click, and for sure, yeah, I was giving you, like,
and I'm telling
insightfulness.
you, the ending will throw you the hell off in the craziest way, but you gotta watch it.
That's it, yeah, right?
And it also, I think a huge message in that is like as you're going through stuff as a couple, it's okay to like call each other out and like be able to talk about it and like, but like we have to also check back into it's not that serious. Most of the things that we all get upset about, it's not that fucking serious. When we think about the big picture of the world and what is going on, if the person that you are choosing to spend your time with is oh my god, I just lost my train of thought. It's like hear Lana and it's like but if the person like really if that's who you want to be with, then talk about it and move on. It's like we have to like move on from the stagnant energy, y'all. We're not getting any younger.
That's the key.
And we're about to hit this Lionsgate next week, and it's really time to like say how you feel, write it down, send a fucking postcard, and keep it moving because, bro, we could all right now is all we have.
I
We don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow.
You have to. I was talking to a friend the other night, and she was telling me a little bit about, a little bit of like, a little scuffle in her relationship, and honestly, like I just have to say, it's for us, it's we've been together for a while now, and there's no space to let a moment of negativity, last because it's
Mm,
like there's not a lot of time, and in relationships, there's so much wasted energy that can be negative, and it's really not that serious. So I think for
mm.
you and I was telling my friend that, like, maybe it's the podcast, maybe it was filming the reality show Blowing LA, like, maybe it's, this constant sort of, like, I don't know, like, this visual part of our lives that's creative that we're, like, constantly seeing who we are, what we're doing, and
Mhm.
we spend a lot of time doing that together. So not everything is, ice cream and cupcakes.
Absolutely not.
No way. Like, to be honest, it's not always like that. We get frustrated, we get annoyed with each other. Sometimes our creative ideas, clash, and we work together a lot, and we also know how to give each other space, and if something is bothering us, then we've gotten to a point, maybe in the last couple years, to really be comfortable, like, calling each other out, making a situation light, and, telling each other how we actually feel, and it could turn into a joke. It can turn into, a deep conversation of getting to a place to feel better about it. But in the end, it's like we have to talk about it. And maybe that has to do with parenting as well, because it's like we can't stay like stale in a topic, in a moment, in a
Yeah.
feeling. Like, we have to grow, and we have to also show like that our son that, like, we can grow, you can grow, and it's like we can kind of like chill everything out by just talking about it. So I was telling her, like, I don't know, it's funny, like, lately, I mean, a recent story that I've been telling a lot of people is like, you were really focused at work, and that again, another work thing, whether it's
Yeah.
creative or not, like, we are each other's helpers. So if I'm
Okay,
doing
not the
something,
helper.
you help me. If you're
Yeah.
doing something, I help you, and all areas of our life. But you were like super focused on this like beautiful updo that you're creating, for our amazing client Mel, and you were so focused, and I'm there to help, and I was, like, cleaning up the station because there's, like, all these cords everywhere, like flat irons and blow dryers, and, like, I was cleaning up a station while, trying to help you, and you asked me to get this purple crimper out, and I heard you say that, and I knew that you needed it, but along the way, I was, wrapping up cords and unplugging things that weren't being used, so on my way to grab the purple crimper, I lifted up another flat iron. I said, "Are you using this?" And you snapped.
Oh.
And you snapped and you said, "I said the purple crimper."
Okay, and let's bring it down to
And no, no,
reality
well, no, let me finish
because
because
there was no
this is
yelling
my story.
happening.
Okay,
She does
I
not
didn't say
yell.
you yelled. I'm saying how I heard it.
Okay.
And so
Go ahead.
it was a snap, and you said, "I said the purple crimper." Okay, maybe, I'll bring down the tone. And, when someone talks to you like that, I was like, "Oh, hell no. I'm just over here trying to, like, clean things up, pass you what you need, and I heard you say purple crimper, sweetie." And you know what I did? I handed the purple crimper, and I was like, "It's time for me to give me some space, so Imma go. I'm walking away because you don't need my help right now, and I'm not gonna give it to you."
Period.
And so
Period.
I went and sat in the back, and I was just like, working on my reel, and then, of course, Coco came back and came up to me, and he was like, "Can I ask you an opinion, or can I ask you your opinion?" And I just, like, stared at him, and I just, like, stared into his eyes, and I didn't say anything, and I was like, "Sure." And, uh, and then he wanted me to come back and help him with the styling. Of course, I was gonna do that, but I had to get up and say, "You're fucking rude," like, "You're rude for the way you're talking to me, and that was
Mhm,
rude. Just so you know,
mhm,
let's go finish the project. Let's go finish this session with the client, but you were rude."
mhm.
And then it's like, I don't you can tell your part, but I don't know what he said,
I don't have a
but
part.
we went back to the station and everything was fine, you know? It's like that moment was just a moment, and I had to spit it out, what how I made me feel, and then once I did that, everything was fine, you know,
Yeah.
got us coffees, like, it was cute, but,
And it gets
you
to
know,
this
but it took you know, it
it gets to a point where it needs to be shut down, and that's what I'm really good at, because what happened is I asked you to do something, and you weren't getting like, I was at that point where then I needed it, and then in my mind, I can definitely own up to the way I was like, "Okay, the purple Clipper, like, I need it now." It was I don't care about the flat iron, that's nothing to do with what I need in this moment. And, I didn't, tell you that I was on, like, she had to get out in a specific time. There was lots of things that were, like, not plugged in. So I
sweetie.
understand why you got upset,
Yeah.
but also it's a choice that, like, I had, right? When you said that to me and said I was rude, in my head, I'm like, "Okay, yeah, like, I had a moment that I snapped,
You were curt.
that I snapped." Well, in reality, it's like, I can't put more energy on the way that you feel in that moment. Because yes,
And no more energy needed to be on
and
it, is what I'm
it's my
saying
turn
too.
now.
Oh,
And with that note, it's just like, you can choose to, like, keep it going, and I could have been like, "No, I'm not rude, you're this," and it can go into all of this
right,
other stuff, or we can just nip it in the bud where we know we need to nip it, and it was my
right.
job to nip it. It was, like, my job to be like, "Yeah, like, I hear you. I was.
And you did.
Period. Now let's move on."
Right, and it was also my part to move on too, like,
Yeah,
I'm like I
period.
said, you know, and squashed it and
I love how this whole
but
conversation came through this movie together, but it was because there are so many, couples that will go and see this show or this, movie and be shocked
oh
in
my
how they see
god.
themselves in this specific relationship.
Do you see our codependency?
I don't because
Be honest.
no, like, I mean, I think there's been points in our lives or in our relationship where there has been. I just don't really feel like we're in that space now. I think that now more than ever, like, we respect our alone time and our space,
Mm,
and I think we're really good at sensing when we need it. You know?
totally, and I think that was an evolution, you know,
Yeah.
right? Like, so much has gone on since
I even
we met, and
I even think about now how people are like, "Oh my god, like, he's out of town for a week. Don't you like didn't you wanna go with him?" Or I was like, "Yeah," but, like, in reality, sometimes, like, you need that time alone. I think that it's so important as you are in a relationship for a long time to find that time where you have time to get back to yourself and, like, really kind of, like, recenter in yourself, have time to do things that you wanna do on your own, have experiences on your own.
mhm.
I think it's really important. I think it's really important not to make someone else feel bad for that. 'Cause I could be like, "Oh, you're going oh my god, like, I wish I was going with you," like, yeah, I could, or I just know we will have another trip soon and have a good time together. It's like so many people put so much pressure on these things,
Well, that's
but
interesting.
space is important.
I
But I
agree.
also think that having a child, Matthew specifically, has taught us so much about that, about how it is so okay. He's really opened up our eyes to, like, time alone and time together and how you wanna spend time as a family, as a couple, alone, and how they're all equally as important.
I
take all the little
agree.
cups
I
need to
totally
be
agree.
have a little bit of liquid, you
Yeah,
know?
for sure.
An equal amount of liquid. Sometimes, when the work cup gets too full, then it falls over and then everything else feels weird. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
it's just a check-in, and you constantly have to check in and not argue about it because I can point out things, from your past, you can point out things from my past, but I am not that person, and you are not that person. You are who you
There's
are
no
today, baby.
right.
I am who I am today. You could go to the past, but baby, that ain't me. That ain't me no more.
There
Don't put
there
me in
is
a
no
box.
burn book, there is no scoreboard, there
Get
is
that box
no
out of my face.
but I do want you to tell the little story because you keep bringing this one up, and
Oh god, I'm
maybe
scared.
the Bootsy Rolls and the Cocoa Puffs would
Oh my god, I love
appreciate
you
this,
guys.
but, when I when you told me you said something about me, like, loving to take naps or something.
No, no, no. So we were talking and we were like busy doing stuff, right? And I was like, oh, let's do this. And then I looked at you and you had that look. There's this look that you give when you're ready to take a nap. And then I was like,
It
oh,
does overcome me.
I was like, oh, are you sleepy? And he was like, no, I just like rest. And I was
The
like,
snappy was I snappy?
yeah, you what would you call it? You snap.
Oh, here we oh, now
But you snapped
that
passive aggressively. It
uh,
was it was
oh,
just like, "I like rest." And I'm like, "Okay. Well, sis, you better
mm.
go ahead and rest. You better go ahead and find your
Are you
rest."
bitch over this?
R-E-S-T, baby.
R-E-S-T?
R-E-S-T. Let's just really circle back into Boots likes rest. That's the T. I think I've gotten better with napping generally in my life, but
Hey, well, that's true, but hey, we're not here to focus on my naps. So
they are important.
there it's a little smidge of importance to me,
Yeah.
and it's something dear
Dear to my
dear
heart.
to my heart. But I do want to circle back because you're always saying these words that I'm like,
Oh.
what is a lion's gate?
Ooh, she's a
You
portal.
said, okay.
She's getting this it happens once a year, y'all. Once a year. And that was the loaded question. 'Cause you should have my little words in front of me that I could read to you. But what this means is get your shit together. Honey, the purses that you don't need no more, get rid of them. This is the time you're stepping forward. You're stepping into the next year of your life. So make sure you're where you want to be. And if you need to cut the fat, cut the fat. If it's people, if it's jobs, if it's whatever it is, habits, cut them. Because today I had a moment where I was like, I felt really like good, and I was like, things are moving in a direction where I want them to. But then I also like came back to myself and I like kind of, went over the last few years of my life. And I was like, how am I going to do this differently? And I really, in that moment, realized what I did wrong in the past and how I'm going to take that into the future. I had that real big realization today where it's like if you're going to take a step, make sure that you're showing up in the best way. Make that time for vacations, but also when you're not on vacation, get to work. You know what
That's
I mean?
exactly how it is for me. And seriously, something that I'm going through right now. And it's a lot of growth. It's a lot of reflecting on all the different relationships, I have in my life and where they're at now, where they've been, where they've come from, and like, are they sustainable,
Mm,
and many times it's really easy to hold on to those things,
mm,
like this person has to be in my life, or
mm,
this person gets this much of me, but not all of me, and it's like this sort of, like, scale that you put it within, these relationships that can get tiresome, and it's like, it's like in previous episodes, it's like the checks and balances, and for me, I know it's important, I'm a stronger person than I was 9 months ago, and I'm clearly, in a headspace of accepting a new version of myself, my surroundings, and letting some things go. And that's been a struggle, emotional, and it doesn't always feel the greatest. And I was speaking to someone last week, and I had a little teary-eyed, moment, and she's like, "It's okay to cry. It's okay to 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 really shed these emotions."
Mm,
And also, when you have long-term relationships and they're ending or they're shifting in a way that you didn't expect, it is a sense of mourning, of grieving, and, maybe you're saying goodbye in some way or another, um, to an idea that you had, or how you pictured this relationship. So, I get it, everything is shifting, but be ready and be open to what's the result of it, and be okay with, how you're getting to this place. There's a reason
mm.
that you're talking about it. There's a reason for me to go through this, and I can focus on so many positive things that have come to me in the past 9 months of being sober that I can't I can't, be down in the dumps, for for taking a step back on
You can't be, and
some
that's it.
relationships.
Because you can't. We can
Right,
talk circles around these relationships and all of it. You can justify why you should and why you should, all of that. But when you like go back to yourself and be like, where am I right now? Is
right,
this actually a situation slash relationship that I need in my life that is serving me? Because
right,
I feel like I know that it's important to do that because it's healthy to have boundaries. And you really taught me that
mm,
to really, really check back into the boundaries that I imagined I had in my head. I imagined they were there. But going through the last 9 months and watching you on your journey with sobriety, it has been so in empowering, and I have felt so, like, honored to go through this journey with you because how you change affects the people that are close around you. So as you shift, the people around you will shift. And
right,
it was like I was feeling that live
right,
in a way that I'd never felt before. And I really, thank you for that. And I thank you for really bringing me back to this what is actually important and how do we move forward in a positive way that really affects our community
right.
because it's not just you, it's not just me, it is the community around us because once you cause a shift, then the shift happens around you. This is such a huge example.
It's so true, and it highlights also when someone isn't shifting, with you, or
Mm,
making their own shifts, and that's really a highlight because it's like it's time to migrate, away from this interaction, these moments, and and there's no commitment to making plans, there's no commitment to that other person other than really taking care of of us, right?
Mm,
The relationships that have been shifting along with me, that do see my growth and celebrate it, and I get to see their growth too. And it's like, you know, even our evolution as a family from moving to LA and leaving the Bay Area, and the amount of good people that have come into our lives in the past, I don't know, maybe a few years. It's so sweet, and I can't drag anybody else into it who doesn't wanna be here with us, and I'm so happy to have maybe we have a smaller circle of friends or family, but it's like, that's really okay because the circle has shrunk, but it's evolved into so much love,
yes.
and that makes me super happy,
Yeah.
and
It's a
to
blessing.
have your support means the world to me, as you know, and to have, Matthew just, uh just, like, be there for me. It and last week was so emotional, but it was a lot of, like, a bit of sadness. It was a lot of happiness within myself because I couldn't ask for anything more, I couldn't ask for, I to be a dad, to, like, be a husband, and to, like, have, my 4 dogs who I just, like, adore, and to have my mom, and to have just, Grandma Rosemary, just, like, taking care of us and
Yeah.
kikiing and
Having a
laughing,
good old
and,
time.
you know, um, it's pretty sweet,
Yeah.
and I'm grateful. I'm so grateful for this.
Period. And that's Mother Tucking tea.
And hey, I'm ready for this Lions Gate, honey, because
She's a Puerto Ri
that portal might have opened up a little early because
No, it's before and after. It's like she's warming up right now. It opens on the is it the 8th, right, or the
brace
7th?
yourselves,
Like,
y'all.
it's in that realm, and that's so exciting because it kind of feels that way, right? And I think
Right.
really who opened it was Matthew. Remember when he had his little moment? I think that was
Oh,
the door was cracking open.
right,
You know what I mean? And that's I'm really excited about that. And
right.
I hope that everyone really takes the time this week to really take a look around them and really assess the
You
situation.
gotta assess. I mean,
Mm,
keep assessing and clearing out, right?
yes.
And leading with an open, loving, space within you that has honesty, that has integrity, that shows how important we all are, that
Mhm.
you are, how important you are. And I've been having the most amazing conversations with friends lately. And it's so fascinating because whether it's like a phone call, whether it's really like talking to somebody, on Instagram or just whatever it is, it's like I'm loving it. And I get to just really like tell people you are important, and you can do it. And whatever you're going through, it's gonna be okay.
Mm,
And, lean onto the people who are there for you, that understand you, and that are like we said, that are having positive, things in their life so that you can really relate, connect, and know that there's something to look forward to within each other. And I'm open to good friendships right now,
yeah.
and good people in my life that have that sort of focus. What do you think?
It's exactly you couldn't have said it better. I am literally right there with you, and I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah.
and I'm also excited to see Freakier Friday.
Did you say Freaky Friday?
Freakier Friday.
Is it called is that what it's called,
I don't know,
Freakier Friday?
I again, I
It should be a freakier
we need
Miss Lindsay
hands love
Lohan.
hands darling, and I love okay, to really
She's a
switch
freaky S.
the gears. Lindsay. The glow up is real. I mean, Netflix really gave her
She's
a
serving face.
oh,
The
my
face
god,
is
did you say
stunning.
serving
The
face?
hair is stunning.
Yeah. I mean, and now she's, like, the face of Schwarzkopf, which I think is always really interesting when
The hair care product?
yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's her and, like what's the actress that was in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days?
Oh, wow.
What's her name? Her mom is super famous as well.
Julia
Goldie
Stiles?
Hawn's no, Goldie Hawn's daughter. What is her name?
Oh,
Goldie Hawn's daughter.
right, I know who you're
Remember Beth
I
wanted to sell her house
you're
to
talking
her? What is her name?
I mean,
Kate? No. What is it?
well,
You guys help us out, like, you know it.
it's the pressure, it's just the
Well, you
pressure
have a
that
phone right now next to you.
Oh,
Like, when
wow.
it's like my phone is busy podcasting
Is
at the
it?
moment.
Okay,
I can't fact check. We need a live fact
so
checker. There's Boots. Okay, but anyways, Lindsay. I
right.
wonder how much of her hair is actually hers. You know what I mean? Because she may be serving a J Lo. Because J Lo has three hairs on a good day. But I mean that's Hollywood, baby. Like it's that I love our LA clients because it is like I love LA because it is transformative all the time. The work is transformative. It's not like, oh, this is my look, let's keep it up. No, it's like this is my look. No, I want this look.
LA is the land of the hair wizardry because
I mean, this
you have to be a wizard to maintain, to create, you know, to establish a look because
yeah,
bitches be serving
yeah.
and,
They're not playing.
sign me up because I want the face, I want the hair, I want
Yeah.
the nails. And yes, it was Kate Hudson. Yes.
Period. Miss Kate. I love Kate Hudson. And I always get upset when I forget actresses' names or anybody's name that I love. I love.
Kidding.
But
Right. I mean,
yeah, she's also a face of Schwarzkopf as well. And I'm about to throw you through another little loop. Okay, Sofia Vergara as well.
oh my god, did you say Sofia
Yeah,
Vergara?
remember when
She's the face of Schwarzkopf?
yeah, well, one of the celebrity,
You
whatever you
better
call them.
spread the news,
Ah,
okay? Sprinkling
remember when we saw
it.
her at Abra? Or was that just me that saw her?
I remember you telling me, I don't think I
So we were
I
walking
think
out, and then
you
we
went to
made eye
the
contact, and
and
and she said something to me. Isn't that what happened? Or am I making that up?
I think she liked your outfit or
Yeah, she said
something.
something, and I was gagged.
Sophia.
Gagged, Miss Sophia
Mhm.
Boots.
LA be letting you have it,
Yeah,
and then
no crumbs.
yeah, and then San Francisco lets you have it too. It's just in a different
Yes.
way. Like
And I
they
think
try
it's
to be low key, but it's not.
no,
It's
no, they're
not.
not.
It's
Y'all are just as dramatic, and I love it, every bit of
Dramatica.
it. You know what? It's interesting though, because people from San Francisco will be like, "Oh my gosh, like the clients in LA must be so wild, so crazy, so hard to work with." And I don't. I think that like we we do like such great work, and I am tooting my own horn right now
Period.
because I that's how I
Exclamation
feel
point.
about my work, and I also think
Hashtag.
that it's okay, it's okay to
You can toot your
realize
little horn right now.
yeah, too. It's okay to realize that LA, San Francisco, New York, y'all are all over the top in your own respective ways. Don't let no one ever tell you anything different. And it's
Wake it up
okay
with
to be like
Coco.
that. It's okay to have a look. It's okay to want a new look. I am here for all of it. I'm here to support, enhance,
Mhm.
keep, baby.
'Cause we a team, baby, and I love doing hair. It's a passion.
Oh, it is,
It gives
and
me
you're good at
life.
it.
It gives me energy. M I have the most beautiful
Oh, they're
clients,
just the best,
and,
y'all, like
creating hair color, like, it's just I die for it.
yeah,
And whether it's an extension, a wig, or just my beautiful, people, it's just like it's so transformational that,
yeah,
uh
and it's not easy.
I put some time
I
and
watch
some
you.
thought,
'Cause
and
when I watch you do color, I'm like, "That's exactly why I don't do color," because I'm like,
mhm.
"What are all these boxes?" You're, like, squirting a little this, squirting a little that. Sometimes it's just
People
like
don't understand that
yeah, it's the box game that he has is nutty.
I'm a traveling hair colorist, and whether I'm in San Francisco, here in LA, or doing a house call, it takes a village for me
Yes.
to get all my little products from here to there, and I want so much stuff with me when I'm coloring your hair, so it's like, I can try to be cute and have a little bag, but, you know, in all honesty, for the record, I need you. I need time with you, and I need space,
Do not
and if we're
rush
gonna
the
do it, we're gonna
process.
do it, so
Yeah.
be ready.
Yeah, and you know what I would the only thing I would want you to change
Oh,
when it comes to your hair
let me
us
let me get a
traveling
notepad.
and your hair color, I have one thing, and it's just have developers in both places,
Oh,
because that would save so much weight.
I'm always trying to keep myself
But the
organized. I hear
developers seem
you,
like an
I
easy
know.
thing
It's true, but also I've had developers explode, like, in my luggage on the
because you've
plane.
traveled with them.
So no, right, it's true. Hey, this is real.
You know, the
And
tea is the
I'm
beans.
taking notes, I'm, like, inserting them into my, iPad, and
Oh my gosh, not the
you wanna
iPad,
change, you'll get one.
not the iPod.
But, yeah,
Yeah.
and now I'm debating, changing up my blonde for my birthday in
Oh my I
October,
kinda can't believe you're even
and
talking about, like, I
I
don't
know,
even
it's
know what
like,
it's gonna be. Are you trying to get, like, Dark Knight? Are you doing, like, Chocolate Daddy? Are you doing, like, sprinkles? Like,
I
what's the
want, like,
vibe?
I don't know, I'm sensing
Speckled?
something darker,
Yeah.
but I do love being a blonde. I mean, I'm a baddie, right?
Yes,
Like,
he's a baddie. He's a
baddie
baddie.
boots.
That
And I need to
is.
touch up your hair, which
I
wait till you
know,
guys
she's
see this touch up
my
me and
once a
Coco.
year adjacent touch-up.
Right.
Because, one thing to know about me is I am not good at sitting still. I can do this podcast because it's like I'm moving, I'm talking, I'm doing, but I'm not really good at sitting still. Like, and I'm also like, what's going on up there? Like, what's taking so long? See, I'm like the worst client for a hairdresser, right? I'm the worst.
I mean,
It's okay to say yes.
right. I don't think so. I think you're focused and you know what you want, and there's no room for anything
And I'm
else.
kind of crazy because I'm like, just this little piece of hair, just the tip.
I know, but I love doing your hair. You're my favorite client.
Oh my God.
So there.
Oh, that's so sweet. You're my favorite client.
What?
You're my one and only bleach and tone. That's gonna go on pause for a little bit. Now we're doing something different. But are we going on pause from bleaching and toning?
I don't know. I wanna surprise the viewers. So,
I love it.
but,
Stay tuned.
to wrap this up, there is some new things coming.
Oh,
One
gag worthy.
is I'm trying to get Matthew into a new school for 8th grade.
Man,
Wish us luck, fingers crossed, send the energy, and
because we need
we're
it.
gonna give you an update next time for sure. But
Yes.
8th grade starts, what, in 2 weeks?
No, like it starts next Thursday.
Oh my god, Imma pass out. What?
But at least we've already done the beginning part. So now we just need to maybe tomorrow give all the schools calls after calls. I
I'll
mean,
circle back.
we're
I
just, I
will.
mean, we're doing our
Mr.
best.
Bueno on the line. How's that application looking?
How you doing? Don't throw your whole name, Mr. Bueno.
You know,
How do you say your name?
bueno.
And I say my name. Buenecita.
Oh, I like that little
With a little
flair.
twirl, a little twirletta.
How, as usual, you're too many things.
No, boo boo, that would be you.
What?
Always.
Well, hey, that's me.
Too many things.
Together.
Ah!
That's what's up.
And you know what? Stay tuned. A lot is coming. And right now, take a minute. Stop. Give us some stars. Give us a review. Tell us what you like.
Share it with a friend.
If you don't like it, tell us too. We love that. And we'll see you soon.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
Bye.